Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam or First Time Panner. Any of those you want to call me, you can. This will be an update to my perfume sample project. I have the 4 perfume samples that I was trying to finish this past, well, I actually don't know how long it's been since my last update, but since last update. And I'm gonna real quick talk over them, and I'm doing the same thing that I do every month. I'm gonna talk about my thoughts and then get to picking some new samples for however long I have until next update. I don't really know. In no particular order because I can't remember when I finished these. I'll talk about Velvet Bold. This is a commodity fragrance. I did like this. I think I have, yeah, I can see it in my perfume bin. I have another Velvet. It's not the Bold, it's like the regular one, but I would be happy if I got another Velvet this time because I did really enjoy this. It's kind of just like my typical style of like kind of more warm, deeper, like I don't remember if it was necessarily musky, but kind of like that more autumn, winter, like colder month fragrance that I love. It smelled really good. Then I also had Milk Bold. I mean, I feel like I don't really need to talk about this. The fragrance notes will of course be on the screen, but I feel like I don't really need to talk about this too much because I already knew that I loved it. I bought an actual like travel size of Milk Bold because I've gotten this, I think I had this scent before in maybe like a sample or something, and I was really happy to get another one. Then I had 2 kind of like more fruity fragrances. The first one was Jo Malone Raspberry Ripple. This one was just meh. I mean, I don't support Jo Malone as a brand anyway, but this one I feel like definitely was not even worth the price that I'm assuming this is. This is supposed to be like a luxury fragrance brand. It was fine, don't get me wrong. I didn't dislike it or else I wouldn't have finished it. And by the way, I did finish all of these fragrances. This was just like what basically, if you read the reviews for this fragrance, I agree with them. It was kind of just like, it didn't smell like an elevated luxury fragrance, and it was like nothing special. It just smelled like a cheapy fruity fragrance, which was fine to wear too. I wore this for my cousin's wedding. Not saying that I didn't want to wear anything special to her wedding, but I feel like weddings are supposed to be kind of like lighter and happier, and I feel like a lighter floral or fruity fragrance suits that. So this was perfectly fine for the occasion, but any other occasion I feel like I definitely would not want this. And then I had Chris Collins Citrus Grandee. I did like this one. I really enjoyed it. I finished this yesterday, so I guess it's fine that I didn't have a chance to film this update until very late. We're already halfway through the month. But I did really like this. It smells just like basically orange. Not exactly like a fresh orange, but it smells like orange scent, like almost like an orange peel, but synthetic. I don't know if I'm doing a great job of describing this or making this sound like it smells good, but I did really like this. And I do, for all these Chris Collins fragrances, I do have 2, so there is a possibility I could get this again. This is not the time of the year to be panning fruity fragrances, but I get what I get. And yeah, I'm definitely not going to get rid of the second one of this. I have like a while back toward the beginning of the year, I did have to get rid of some of my Chris Collins fragrances because they were just way too strong, and if they had even like a hint of a note in it that I didn't like, I would have to get rid of just the entire bottle or like little sample, because these are so strong that even like a minor undertone would be too much for me. But I did like this, so I'm keeping the other one I have of this. And this time around, since like I said, we're already halfway through the month, I'm actually only going to pick 3 fragrances. I probably will see what happens next month, but I'll probably end up doing that next time as well, since it'll be the end of the year. It's just been really hard for me to pan fragrances, especially since I've had another like deluxe size, also Jo Malone, in my The Office Project pan since like the middle of the year, and I've been struggling like balancing the fragrances between this project, this fragrance and another project, and then the ones in my year-long project pan, or they're all year-long project pans, my 25 and 2025. So yeah, that's why I'm so behind on panning fragrances. So yeah, I'm going to only pick 3 this time, but let me just get started. And if you're very sensitive or if you're wearing earbuds, please turn your volume down for this portion. It does get loud. Even Rosie did not like that. This is, okay, Very Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, and it says glam on there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if that means anything special. I know this is like a super popular kind of like well-known fragrance, but I've actually never tried. I'm assuming this is a different version. I've never tried the original, but I haven't. Yeah, my perfume from this morning has mostly worn away, so I think I'll just spray a little bit. Next one, number 2 out of 3. This is Eilish by Billie Eilish. I don't know if this is the like number 1 or number 2, but it's the yellow one, if that helps any of you. I don't remember when I got this, but I feel like I did I've panned one of these before, I think in this project, and that one was like very, very kind of like earthy, woodsy, very heavy on those notes, and I do like an earthy, woodsy perfume, but that one I had to mix with something lighter like a vanilla. But I think I remember liking this one on its own. Yeah, I feel like I could wear this on its own. I like that. I feel like each time I bring this to my nose to smell it, it smells like something different. Okay, anyway, I'll tell you my thoughts on that next time, but final fragrance. And I got just regular expressive milk from Commodity. This is probably their most popular fragrance from the brand, or at least this is the one that I hear people talking about the most, and I do like this one. Of course, I like the bold one slightly better because it does have a bit more like earthiness to it, but I do like milk just fine. It's a nice lactic fragrance. It's not too lactic. I noticed that a lot of fragrances that do kind of like the ice cream or the milk, even though this is called milk, they do a lot of like milk centered fragrances, they're too lactic. And this one I feel like does a pretty good job of balancing it out so that it's not super sweet or super kind of like milky and overindulgent. So yeah, I'm happy with the ones that I got, and I feel like they were all good scents for this time of the year. Nothing too, you know, aquatic or fruity or like spring floral. So yeah, I will see you in my next update whenever that is. That will be my last update before, if I even do a finale. I'm not sure I'll make it at this point, but anyway, I'll just see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and if it's raining as hard as it is here for you as well, I hope you stay dry. Bye.